Welcome to this video, and today we're talking about one of the most infamous medical experiments in history, the Tuskegee Syphilis experiment. For 4 decades, from 1932 till 1972, the US government conducted a study on African men in Tuskegee, Alabama. It was done without their informed consent, allowing them to suffer the devastating effects of untreated syphilis. In this video, we will explore the history, the ethical implications, and lasting impact of this horrific experiment, shedding light on a dark chapter in medical history that should never be forgotten. So sit tight, grab a notebook, and let's delve into the tragic history of Tuskegee Syphilis experiment. One more thing, if you like what I'm doing and would like to support me, please like the video, press the bell icon, and please subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. So without further ado, let's go and see what this thing is all about. The Tuskegee Syphilis experiment, also known as the Tuskegee Study of Untreated Syphilis in Negro Male, was a notorious medical research study conducted by the US Public Health Service. It was performed from 1932 to 1972. The study was conducted in Tuskegee, Alabama, and involved hundreds of African men who were infected with syphilis. The study began in 1932, during a time when syphilis was a serious public health issue, especially among African Americans in the South. The Public Health Service, along with local health officials, recruited 600 black men, 399 of whom had syphilis and 201 who did not. As a part of the study, to examine the natural progression of the disease, this thing was done. The men were told that they were receiving free medical care, including meals, treatment for minor ailments, and burial insurance. However, the men were never informed they had syphilis and they were never treated for the disease, even after the penicillin became available as a cure in 1940s. Instead, the researchers studied the progression of the disease over time, monitoring men's health systems, collecting fluid samples and spinal fluid samples. They also performed autopsies on those who died and examined their internal organs for sign of the disease. Can you imagine this? That was horrific. It was all the atrocities that were committed against all these black men. The study continued for 40 years. Even though by the early 1950s, the Public Health Service knew that the penicillin was an effective treatment for syphilis. However, the researchers never provided the men with the drug, even as many of them developed severe health problems and died from the disease or related complication. The Tuskegee Syphilis experiment was highly controversial, and the criticism of this experiment grew in 1960s as civil rights activism and medical ethics became more prominent. In 1972, the study was exposed by a journalist and it was subsequently shut down by the Public Health Services. The study had a devastating impact on the men who were involved, many of whom suffered needlessly and died from syphilis or related complications. It also had a broader impact on the African Americans' trust in the medical establishment, as many saw the experiment as an example of institutionalized racism and medical neglect. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit that like button and share it with your friend. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss a future video. Trust me, you are not going to regret it. Until next time, stay awesome and keep on watching.